Okay, let me put a shirt on here and check in to work. This is my job, and I'm claiming it as the best job in the world. For me, your best job in the world is going to be different. It's going to depend on what gets you going, on what fulfills your heart. Now, this isn't going to be another just follow your passions and kind of throw caution to the wind kind of video. I'm going to share with you real experiences from my life, how I've been able to create the best job, my dream job, multiple times in the world. Yesterday I had an amazing gym session. The gyms in Bali are amazing. I woke up early this morning, went surfing, got in a work session. I've been creating some content, and now I'm here because I'm checking in to my job. I'm taking this really seriously to document the process of what I'm doing here, and I'm sharing with you the game plan. So instead of doing a day in the life video, I've seen a lot of those pop up, and they have the fancy edits and the vlog shots and the music. I've done that before. I'm limiting myself to stream this idea, this message to you, to force creativity within me, to entertain, to inspire, to deliver value. Because showing up online is one of the best ways that I've used to create a job that I love doing. My name's Sam. I graduated in Australia with a very generic old school business degree. I left Australia looking for something deeper, looking for something more fun than the predictability of the life ahead of me in Australia. I went to South Korea, taught English there for a little bit because that was the first way to start making some money. Then I ended up in Canada, in Whistler, a ski and snowboarding resort. I ended up in the marketing department doing quality assurance. My job was to do surveys on the mountain. Waiting in the lift lines was kind of what I was told to do, but instead of waiting in the lift line, I just jumped on the ski lift with them, rode up, got the survey in, and then snowboarded about 120 days just in one winter alone and got paid to do it. Now the thing is, that job was about 12 bucks an hour, and I was trading my time for money. So I set off on a motorbike to Argentina to look for bigger opportunities, to really build something special. I came across Colombia, fell in love with Colombia, started blogging about real estate, then eventually started vlogging in real estate, and saw a digital window of opportunity in this attention economy to start creating videos on YouTube. Call it a digital window of opportunity because there are times in our social media platforms on the internet when you can publish a piece of content and get extra big reach. So huge ROI for putting out a piece of content. In 2011, it was ranking in Google. Then it was showing up on YouTube in those search results. Then it was TikTok. And right now, it's getting kind of noisy. I don't know if there is a clear winner for the easiest, highest ROI reach out there, although TikTok may be close, which is great for getting reach, but not quite the same depth and real conversations that I'm having here on YouTube. So when I started making video content on YouTube at a time when not many entrepreneurs were starting to do that, I got to really define my own role in the company, and I partnered with a lot of people, about 9 different partners. We grew a $30 million company. Unfortunately, with COVID and some boardroom dramas, that ended. And I'm not going to promise you that this is an easy path, but I will tell you it is fulfilling, and there's a few tips that I can give you from my experiences so you don't have to make the same mistakes. And I want to start with a recent tweet by Naval saying, outgrow bosses, landlords, and roommates. I think that's the move. If you're going to escape the matrix, you're essentially going to have to build some sort of matrix yourself. Now, the process of leaving a comfortable paycheck, leaving the comfort and safety that you have in your hometown, in your home city, is a process of developing trust in yourself, knowing that you can acquire the skills, that you're going to be able to make it, that all of the different experiences and struggles that you've had in your life have prepared you enough to dive into the unknown. The next step is being really careful about how you settle and what agreements you make to do that settling. How much time are you trading for the product or service that you're delivering? At this point, it's a good idea to define exactly how you want to live. How do you want to spend your days? Define your best way. What does it look like? Where do you wake up? What are you eating? Who's around? What's the property that you're living in look like? As soon as you define what you want, it starts showing up. Your dream job may be in the same place, but if you want to start living internationally, optimizing internationally, then you want to start considering which industry you're in. Real estate, for example, is a very physical, tangible, location-based type of industry, unless you're in a service role where you're creating something that serves them remotely. And that's usually code or content, the two best and biggest ways to leverage the value that you're creating. Now, the time zone is important because if you're going to be on meetings and calls with your clients and with your team, if you're in a place like Bali on a completely different time zone, it means that your schedule might look a little different. I'm definitely feeling that as I'm working with teams in the US. I've been changing my ideal schedule to work around that. But that limitation is forcing me to create things in my career, to create assets and businesses and services in my career that are not time dependent. Limitation is the birthplace of creativity. So when you dive yourself into these limiting environments where you need to make it work, you'll find you'll get more creative than ever. I've recently reconfigured my social online presence in order for me to be able to speak from the heart. I value being able to come on here and speak and communicate and develop that skill of telling a story that matters. Because I know when you keep telling stories that matter strategically in the right areas of the internet that you want to hang out, meeting the people that you need to meet to fulfill that mission, to fulfill that new job that you're doing, that's when it starts to get fun. It takes months or years sometimes to build up this kind of scaled relationships. So if you don't have amazing consistency and discipline already, make sure that you're making a focus on improving that in whatever you're doing. So now that I've defined the lifestyle that I want to live, the experiences that I want to have, I can actually start defining the content that I'm going to be capturing as I'm doing that. As I'm going on my journey, I'm capturing content and sharing that. I've chosen two different priorities in my life, one of them being health and wellness, empowering myself to build my best posture, to be in my peak form, peak energy flow in my body. And so I know I'm going to be showing up, obsessing, being curious about different ways to holistically correct posture, especially kyphosis and scoliosis. So on my other YouTube channel and my TikTok and in a school community platform, I'm sharing content about how to take responsibility, to take charge of your own posture in a world where many people who have compromised postures were told by the doctor that the only thing they can do is a brace or a surgery, and if they can't get that, then they just kind of have to live with it. When I'm creating that content and putting it out there, growing that business, it doesn't feel like work. It feels like creation, and I think that's the core of meeting, creating something that matters to you, but also matters to other people. Don't forget, it's all about who you're connecting with. And then I have my other priority, which is becoming a sovereign provider, taking care of myself and the people around me. So in terms of business, I am focusing heavily on doubling down on video and storytelling content, building online presence, but I'm also going very hard on AI implementation. Now, AI is one of the most exponential, accelerative kind of tools that has transformed the internet. For me right now, AI is the digital window of opportunity. This is unprecedented, the time that we're living in right now, and I'm going in hard to figure out how I can implement AI as an individual creator and then help other businesses, small businesses, up to enterprise. And to do that, I've partnered with other people with experience in that realm who love what they do and therefore are great at what they do. You might have heard the term, when you chase two rabbits, you catch none. And I certainly feel like that sometimes when I have to switch context from different brands and different businesses. I'm also helping other people build their businesses. The rabbit is my best life. These are both topics that I can obsess about for a very long time, to go through that trough. After that initial excitement of starting your business or finding your best job, you have that valley of despair, those weeks, those months, those sometimes years when you're not seeing those immediate results happen. And that's where 95% of people fall off the bandwagon and return to comfort. The obsession, the curiosity, the faith, and the trust in yourself is what will carry you through that valley. I've been there and I've done it before. I'm coming out of the valley and I'm coming out hard. Thank you for enjoying this journey. I hope this has inspired you to set off on your own journey or just to enjoy the show. I'm gonna go jump in the ocean one more time. See you in the next one.